What the hell just happened? Some fans are unbelievably stupid. Get comfortable, guys, there's a lot more where that came from. From air horns to flares and even confetti showers, these aren't just interruptions, they're legendary moments of tennis fandom gone rogue. So grab your popcorn and let's count down the top 20 times that tennis fans crossed the line. Number 20. Let's kick things off with the Just Stop Oil protesters at Wimbledon. They interrupted not one but two matches by running onto the court and throwing orange confetti. The competition between Grigor Dimitrov and Sho Shimabukuro was disrupted by the two of them. While their message might have been serious, using confetti made it look more like a failed party trick. Security quickly removed them from the stadium and their matches continued, thankfully without more confetti showers. Number 19. Now, when you hear flair at a tennis match, you might think of some fancy footwork, but not this guy. This fan was a shirtless protester who stormed onto the court during a men's singles final, holding a lit flare. Luckily, security reacted fast, tackling the man before any serious harm could occur. Unlike the confetti guys, this display was no joke. The flare was extinguished, but what if things had gone south and he managed to burn up the whole place? Number 18. Next up, internet prankster Gideon thought that it would be hilarious to bring an air horn to a match. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. He blew it during the game and disrupted the focus of the players. After doing it the first time, Gideon was given a warning. But if you're familiar with who Gideon is, you'll know that one little warning isn't going to stop our boy. He did it again, and that made the security officials kick him out of the event. Carry your air horns to a football field. Number 17. If you think the guy that bothered Alexander went too far, just wait till you hear about this next fan. Stefanos Tsitsipas was constantly distracted during his match against Ben Shelton when a fan kept buzzing right before his serves. If you've ever been in the zone, you should know just how annoying that can be. The woman did it a countless number of times, and as expected, Tsitsipas asked for her to be removed. Even though later she apologized, she was escorted out. Number 16. One of the more crazy incidents involved Alexander Zverev, who had to stop his match when a fan shouted a nasty reference to a historical figure we probably all know. Yeah, remember the guy with the ridiculous mustache? The one that rambled all through? Yeah, it was him. Thankfully, the fan was immediately ejected. Number 15. Speaking of fans who don't know when to stop, Novak Djokovic had a run-in with a fan dressed in a Where's Waldo costume. This guy heckled him throughout a whole match. After enduring it for far too long, Djokovic couldn't take it anymore and requested security to remove the fan. Apparently, the guy was drunk throughout the entire match. Number 14. One of the more emotional moments came during a match with Naomi Osaka. A fan yelled, "Naomi, you suck," which visibly affected her, bringing her to tears. Despite her best efforts, the comment seemed to have hit a sore spot. Osaka went on to lose the match. Naomi doesn't suck, by the way. You should know that before this, she was once the world number 1. At least she had the courage to address the crowd after that entire debacle. Number 13. Alright, this next one is a bit hilarious. At the 2015 US Open, a fan literally jumped onto the court and started dancing with Novak Djokovic after his match. Djokovic, known for his fun personality, went along with it for a moment, but security quickly intervened. At least the guy got to dance with his idol. Number 12. Nick Kyrgios isn't shy about standing up to fans. During a heated exchange, one fan called Kyrgios let's just say it rhymes with stick. The insult led to a back and forth, but Kyrgios got the last word when security kicked the fan out. Can we call this a win for Team Kyrgios? Number 11. Roger Federer is no stranger to fan interactions, but during a match against Alejandro Falla, a young fan managed to sneak onto the court for a selfie. I mean, if waiting for the perfect moment to meet your favorite tennis players won't work, you simply have to make your own moments. 3 other kids immediately tried to join in, and surprisingly, security was slow to respond. The boy was able to get a few shots before being escorted out. Federer was all smiles, but security? Not so much. Number 10. And then there's Rafael Nadal, who not only had to dodge tennis balls but also random fans trying to kiss him. After a match, a superfan jumped down to the court and planted a kiss on Nadal's cheek. Nadal later laughed it off, calling the guy a great fan. Personally, I think he just didn't want to get kissed again. Number 9. At Wimbledon, Rafael Nadal had another strange encounter. This time, a fan gave him the middle finger during a serve. We've heard of fans misbehaving during matches, but this is just wild. Nadal handled the situation with his usual calmness, even joking that the fan might have had a bit too much to drink. Despite the disrespect, Nadal went on to win the match. Number 8. Think that guy next door who follows you around is the creepiest person you've met? Well, think again. You have no idea just how far people are willing to go. During the US Open, there was an incident where a fan flew a drone from a nearby park that crash-landed onto the court. The players were unharmed, but the match had to be paused due to the security scare. Number 7. Now this one is one of my favorites. A fan decided the best way to enjoy a tennis match was to dress as a panda and tumble onto the court. I mean, sure, tennis can be wild, but a panda? What next? Someone dressed as a tennis ball? Number 6. Let's go back to Djokovic. He once had a water bottle thrown at him by a fan. The bottle hit his head, but thankfully it was plastic. The fan was trying to get an autograph, but Djokovic wasn't having it. He even showed up to the next game wearing a helmet for laughs. Gotta give him credit for turning a weird moment into a joke. Number 5. Next up, we have a fan so enthusiastic that she could rival an air horn. At a Serena Williams match, Serena had just won a trophy, of course, and was soaking in applause from the crowd. But one fan? Ooh, her voice cut through unbelievably. It was so loud it could have drowned out a jet engine. Naturally, Serena had noticed and had to walk over to her seat, giving her a big hug. Lucky lady, the rest of us are just out here dreaming about high fives. Number 4. Security breaches? We've seen them before, but nothing like this. Flashback to the 2013 Nadal vs Federer match at the French Open. Nadal's was on top when suddenly a guy decided that that was the perfect time to protest France's same-sex marriage law with a flare. Nadal was so distracted, but fortunately, despite the human fireworks show, he went on to win. Number 3. Next on our list is Jimmy Jump. From football games to Eurovision, Jimmy's made a career of showing up where he shouldn't be. He even found his way onto a tennis court, and not just any court, Roger Federer's. Jimmy tried to crown Federer with an FC Barcelona flag before security gave him the world's fastest cardio workout. Number 2. And now, for one of the wildest moments in tennis history, Kim Clijsters, always up for a laugh, promised a car to the first fan who kissed her opponent, Janina Wickmeyer. Well, you know what happens when you dangle a free car in front of people. A male fan actually ran to the court and planted a kiss on Wickmeyer mid-match. Shortly after, several others came with their lips. It's a good thing security was there to intervene. Number 1. But not all fan moments are funny. This last one just happens to be the worst example of a tennis fan crossing the line. One of the most tragic incidents happened in 1993. While playing against Magdalena Malieva, Monica Seles was attacked by a fan who stabbed her in the back. The fan, obsessed with Steffi Graf, wanted to prevent Seles from surpassing Graf in the rankings. This horrifying incident shocked everyone at the event, and even though she did return to play briefly, Seles was never fully recovered. And that's a wrap. Which fan moment left you speechless? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're still here, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.